refresh, and boom, now you've got two banners. Now all you have to do is fill out this middle with content and you will get traffic and you can eventually get sales. What's up everyone, it's the Nomad Brad, and in this video we are going to build an affiliate marketing website on WordPress. This is a step-by-step guide that is beginner friendly, and by the end of it, if you follow along with me, you are going to have a fully functioning SEO optimized affiliate website that is ready to go get you traffic and commissions. Alright, so welcome to this tutorial. By the end of this, you will have everything you need to get started with as little investment as possible. You'll have all of your domain and hosting completely set up and ready to go. You'll have a fully functioning SEO optimized website that will be ready to load up with content to start pulling in high quality search engine traffic. And you're going to have a checklist that I made for you to make sure you don't miss anything and you can build sites even faster in the future. Once you go through it once or twice, then it's going to get really fast. You can build lots of different sites in different niches and offers if you want to, for very low cost and very high potential of earning. In my experience, you need to build sites as fast as possible. That's why in this guide we're just gonna build it as fast as possible with everything that needs to be there and nothing else. So hopefully you'll appreciate that streamlined process and the step-by-step checklist. By the way, to get a copy of that checklist, just click the first link in the description box below and you can make your own copy and you can make as many copies as you want, and you can turn this into a real system to build and test affiliate sites. Go ahead and click the link, the first link in the description box below, and get your copy of the checklist that we're going to go through together, and then come on back to the video and let's get going. All right, so now that you've got your affiliate website checklist ready to go, let's go through it together. So I may change this over time, depending on when you see this video. I may update it and add some different features, but for now, this is what it'll look like. So let's go through it together. And again, there should be instructions on the page where you downloaded this on how to make your own copy, and you can go ahead and get your own copy, but it should work the same for you. So. All right, so the first step is choosing your offer. Now you should have done this in another step. Actually, we're just going to build the website today. So for now, let's assume you already know which offer and which network you're going to use and everything like that. So in this case, I'm going to go with something that we're actually going to be using in this demonstration, which is also an amazing affiliate program, one of the best ones ever built actually. And in my opinion, a lot of people kind of give it flack here and there, but I've been using Bluehost hosting since 2009 for a bunch of my websites. Some of my very well performing affiliate websites are on Bluehost, so I personally can't really say anything against them, especially for beginners getting started out. Yes, if you want to scale up bigger, maybe there are some other solutions there, and if you want to know what those are, you can reach out. But I say, we should all start with Bluehost just to get things started. So I'm going to promote them as an affiliate as well. So in the checklist here, affiliate niche, I'm going to say web hosting. And affiliate offer, I'm going to go with Bluehost. All right, so after selecting your offer, you're going to have to get your affiliate link. So I've actually got mine here, which is part of the checklist that you downloaded. This is actually my affiliate link to Bluehost. So if you decide to end up going with them and do it through my affiliate link, then I'll get a commission. But and I appreciate that, but obviously you don't have to if you don't want to. So I'm going to insert my affiliate link here, and that's just going to help me stay kind of organized. And while you're going here, I built this, by the way. I've gotten obsessed with check marks for productivity and stuff. So after you select your niche and your offer and your link, check those out. This thing's going to get filled out and it says, let's do this. So hopefully that'll help motivate you a little bit. All right, so we're done with the first part. We have our affiliate link. Now, the second part is to set up your website. Obviously, that's why you're here. So the first step is to get a domain name. Now, my personal philosophy from what I've learned is that the domain name There's lots of different philosophies out there, but I think just keep it simple and related to the niche that you're going to do. So I like to use this tool called Lean Domain Search, and there's a link to it in the checklist. Should link you out to this site. And so in this case, we're going to do web hosting. So you can do this a lot of different ways, but I just like to start with the keyword and then see what it comes up with. And then I usually sort by starts with the search term. So these are all great options to start with if you're going to do a web hosting themed niche site, right? So I mean, all of these look great, like web hosting flow, that's pretty cool. Web hosting scope, web hosting topia, web hosting innovation. And these should all be available. Sometimes they're not, but for the most part, this website's pretty good at telling you what's actually available. So I clicked on that. Now you can, register with Bluehost. That will use the Lean Domain Searches affiliate link. You can create this on WordPress.com, but that's not really what we're doing here. So what I would do is copy that and put it in here. Just paste that in there. And now we are going to continue on with the process. All right, so now that you have a domain name chosen, then you can go ahead and get your hosting set up. So if you want to follow this plan, and I would appreciate it if you use this affiliate link, you can just click on this button and it should open up a window that looks like this. And you can see here, we are going to go with this plan here. I'm not really sure what the website builder is. That's not what I've used in the past. So I'm going to go with this one and say host your site. And this is going to give us everything that we need. We only need the basic plan, one website, all this stuff is good, and WordPress integration. It's all good. So we're going to select this plan. The domain name we're going to use is right here in the checklist. So go ahead and copy that. And then we're going to paste it here. And you see they already have the .com there, so you can click next. All right, so obviously it's available. So then we're gonna go ahead and just fill out this form. I will spare you the boredom of watching me do that. All right, so once you've filled out that part, you can go down to the package information and choose the package that works best for you. I think 12 months is just fine to get started and test out the site. So it's going to be $41, which ends up being $345 per month. They're also going to give you a free domain, which normally that costs like $10. And also they're going to give you a free SSL certificate, which is going to make your site secure. So that's good. We'll show you how to set that up later. And then you can go ahead and get rid of this one, these additional options. I would definitely recommend getting domain privacy and protection. I always do that on every domain that I buy. This basically just like hides your information from people being able to see it on the internet. So normally when you buy a website, by default, your information is shared to anybody who looks up that website, which is kind of dumb. But this will protect that so they don't see your actual name and address and everything. So I always do that. And you can turn off site lock as well. You don't need these SEO tools. We're going to have that all built into WordPress for free. So the total $53.28 might be different when you watch this, but that's the final yearly thing for this deal. So the next step is put in credit card information and all that stuff. So again, I will pause and resume when I've finished doing that. All right, so now we're at the next screen here. It says success, let's create your account. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we already have the domain name set up. We're just gonna have to create a password and retype the password. It's all standard internet stuff. So again, I'll pause. All right, gotta read and agree, all that stuff. Pretty standard stuff as well. Click create account. And this says, please wait a few minutes to set your password. So we'll just go ahead and wait. All right, that took a few minutes, but it says my account is ready to go. So let's go log in. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in my password here. All right, says, "All right, world, time to take you on." They got a little bit of a sense of humor. I appreciate that. It's the beginning of your adventure. It's a really appropriate screen for us right now. So let's just go with no help needed here. We're gonna do a blog, and we're gonna go with get started here. We're gonna skip this step. You can name your site if you want and have a tagline if you want, but we're just gonna skip this step. Now, as far as themes go, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the theme that I prefer. Obviously, you can pick any of these themes if you want. As long as you select this option, then they're all free. You can look through all these different options, but I'm gonna give you my favorite theme later on. So here we are in the Bluehost setup screen here. You can see we have this new domain, web hosting flow, right here under My Sites. Just click to there. And we can go to Manage Site and see all sorts of different options as well. All right, so the next step that we want to do before we get into cleaning up WordPress and everything is we want to launch our site. So you want to go to this Bluehost tab. So to get here, we were at the Bluehost screen. We went to log into WordPress. It opened up this site here, and we went to Bluehost, the home, and then it starts you here. You can do these things if you want to, but we're just going to go to launch with confidence and launch your site. So that basically makes your website go live. All right, so with Bluehost, it will take a while for the domain name to propagate, which means to have the domain name go out across all the servers on the internet and point to your website. So in the meantime, we're going to take care of some WordPress cleanup here. If we go back to our checklist, we have launched our site. That's awesome. All right, so now we're getting into WordPress setup. So we're going to install WordPress, and we have logged into the WordPress site, and this will be the link to your WordPress site in the future. We'll cover that more in a little bit. The next step is to go ahead and install a theme. So if you go back to your WordPress desktop here, dashboard, then we're gonna go down to appearance and themes. And this, it always comes pre-installed with a number of themes, but I'm going to show you a really good one for affiliates to get started that's very clean and simple and just gets right to the point. So we are going to go to WordPress.org themes here, and then we're going to search themes. And we're going to search for Generate Press. This is the theme that we want to look for, and we're going to say install and activate. So now this is our main theme, and we can go ahead and delete the other themes because we're not going to need them. And they add a little bit of unnecessary clutter to our server and our website, so we're just going to get rid of them. All right, so I deleted the first theme. If you didn't catch that, I just clicked into the theme that is not the active Generate Press theme, and then went down to delete and then said yes. And I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of the themes that are not Generate Press, and I'll come back to you. All right, so now we only have Generate Press here. So if you go to Welcome and Visit Site, you can take a look at how the site looks right now. And you can see Generate Press is very simple, very clean, and will be just fine for affiliate marketing. All right, so the next step on our checklist, we have removed the unused themes. We've installed our better theme, Generate Press, and now we're going to clean up a little bit of WordPress. So we're going to deactivate some plugins that we don't need. We're going to delete those plugins, and then we're going to remove some dashboard widgets, and then we're going to update WordPress, and then we'll move on from there. So we're going to deactivate some plugins. So you want to go over to plugins here and installed plugins. So it will give you a list of all the plugins that you have currently installed. And we can go ahead and deactivate and then delete a whole bunch of them at once. So we can click this one, Creative Mail, Google Analytics, Hello Dolly. We can deactivate Jetpack for now, and Opt-in Monster and W Forms. We can leave Yoast SEO. That is a plugin that I would recommend that you keep. So let's go ahead and deactivate all of these. All right, and then we can go ahead and select them and delete them. Creative Mail, Google Analytics, Hello Dolly, Jetpack. Now you can add these later if you want, but they're not necessary, at least not for getting started. So for now, we're just going to delete them so everything gets a little cleaner and lighter on the site. So it's going to go through and delete each one of those plugins. Now later I would recommend deactivating and deleting this Bluehost plugin, but for now I don't really want to mess anything up. I've already had some issues here with setting the website up with Bluehost because it's taking a while to propagate across the internet. So let's just leave that Bluehost plugin active for now. Okay, so we deactivated the plugins we don't need. We deleted the plugins we don't need. So now we've only got Akismet, which is a good plugin to have. It blocks spam, Bluehost, and then Yoast SEO. And then we're going to look at the dashboard widgets and clean those up as well. So when you normally come into your WordPress dashboard, it's going to give you a whole bunch of information, but a lot of it just kind of gets cluttered and in the way. And this is helpful to know that you can minimize these little buttons. Like I've never used this quick draft feature. You can minimize that. A lot of times you can click an X and make it go away for a while. Site health status isn't that useful. Activity, maybe you find these useful, but I usually don't. And then another handy option here is to go to screen options, and you can check or uncheck the things that you do want to see. So WordPress events, I'm not that interested in that. Quick draft, like I said, I've never used it. Yoast SEO, we can use it, in other parts of the site, but here it's not that useful. Activity may or may not be useful. At a glance, usually is not. Site health status, and then eventually, like I said, you might want to get rid of the Bluehost one as well. So now this is all cleaned up, and we've got a nice dashboard whenever we log in. And then we can go over to our checklist, say remove dashboard widgets. And then we want to update WordPress to the latest version. And if we go over here to updates, it should show if there are any updates to the main WordPress version that we're using. And it looks like this is the current version. So it says you have the latest version of WordPress. So all right, we are all done with this section now. Okay, so the next part of the setup is the SSL security setup, and that is to give your site a free SSL, that is a security encryption thing that basically says that your website is secure. So when people are browsing your website, they'll see that little green lock like up here that shows that your website is secure. And basically you need to have this now, or else browsers like Chrome and stuff will block people from actually going to your site. So obviously you don't want that. So you just need to set up SSL, and luckily that is included for free with your Bluehost package. The one thing you have to look out for is, since we just signed up for this Bluehost account, it's going to take it could take a couple hours to even up to a day for some of these things to work their way through the internet. Like I said the word propagate earlier. So when you create new websites, Bluehost is going to go out and tell all these servers all over the internet that they need to point to your website and back to their servers and all this stuff. So anyways, until that happens, you're going to see a message like this in your Bluehost settings. If you go to your My Sites and then you go to security for your site, you're going to see this SSL certificate less encrypt, and it says pending. And it says, we're waiting for your domain to finish resolving before we install the SSL. This typically takes 2 to 3 hours. So when that's done and set up, I will show you what that looks like and we can go through that process. But just know that if you see this message, then you'll just have to wait a couple more hours for that to happen. So just want to let you know that, and then I'll show you when this is ready. I'll have to wait a few hours, and when it's ready, I'll show you how to set up SSL on your site. All right, so I actually had to wait about, well, like overnight, but now we see a different sign here with in the SSL settings, My Site's Security, you see SSL certificate, Let's Encrypt. That means you get a free SSL certificate, which is awesome. And if you want to, you can just go ahead and click this Enforce HTTPS, and that will make sure that anytime anybody uses any version of your website address, it's always going to go to the secure one. So I would go ahead and turn that on. I'm not going to do it now because it might create another wait time for me, but when you're setting that up, go ahead and do that. All right, so you can see actually maybe we do need to do this. So if we go to webhostingflow.com, it says not secure. Your connection to this site is not secure. So I'm going to go back and go ahead and click this. Now it might take another while for that to go into effect probably. So, oh, wow. So instantly I refreshed, and now you see that my website is secure. So if I click on this and it says connection is secure, you can check out the certificate that is valid. So go ahead and click that Enforce HTTPS, and then you don't even have to worry about this install really simple plugin. So don't look into that unless you absolutely have to. We can go ahead and check these off. All right, so the next thing is checking out our plugins that we want to install, and I only have a few here because this is, again, the fastest path to getting you set up with your affiliate website. So these are like the bare essentials that you need, and the first one is a plugin that makes your links go from really ugly to really nice, clean looking links. And it also is kind of what's referred to as cloaking. It's one version of it. Basically, it's taking all those like jumbled letters and numbers that come at the end of affiliate links and making them look really nice. So I'll show you what I mean by that. And the plugin that we're going to use is called Thirsty Affiliates plugin. There's another one called Pretty Links. They're both free. You can go ahead and get them the same way that you got the other plugins, is to go to your plugins menu and then go to Add New and search for Thirsty Affiliates. But once you have it set up, then you're going to have this option here, and you can go ahead and go to New Affiliate Link. And then for this, I'm going to grab actually my Bluehost affiliate link. Okay, so I logged into my Bluehost partner account here, and this is my tracking link. So I'm going to just grab that link address and then go back, and when we're at this add affiliate link thing, we're just going to call this Bluehost. The destination URL, so their tracking link isn't all that crazy, but if you use a network like ClickBank or MaxBounty or whatever, the links can get really crazy looking. So we're just going to go put that here and go to add new category, and we're going to go web hosting. Go ahead and add that, and that's it. Now there's some other options you can do here, and if you want to upgrade, they do have some advanced features too, and like I said, this program is fully free. You can use most of the features for free forever, so don't worry about that. The only option I might consider here is on affiliate links is to go open this in a new window. You can choose whether you want to or not. I'm going to say yes, and then I'm going to save the link. So now you can see it took this long link that's like bluehost.com/track blah blah blah, and this one's not even that bad, and it basically made it into yourdomain.com !thirsty link equals Bluehost. So it's a nicer looking link, and you can change the slug is like how it looks too. So now this is your new affiliate link, and you can go ahead and like paste that in here. Would be a good place to keep track of it if you want to. All right, so we set up Thirsty Affiliates. Another thing I like to do is also just like look at all of your affiliate links that you have. This is a really good kind of informal system for tracking it. As you get more advanced in affiliate marketing, you might want to look into a click tracking solution like ClickMagick is the one that I prefer. So if you're interested in that, send me a message or whatever, and I can help you get set up with that. But in the beginning, you don't need any of that, and this is going to be free and work for a long time. So this will show all of your affiliate links in one place, and there's some other cool things you can do there, but we'll leave that for another video. All right, so we got Thirsty Affiliates plugin set up. The next must-have plugin is an SEO plugin. So there's several out there. There's lots of different things. I've kind of tried a bunch of them, and the kind of original and the easiest to use still, in my opinion, is called Yoast. You've probably heard of it, Yoast SEO. I actually have started using another one called Rank Math, which is also free, but it's a little more advanced. So for this tutorial, just getting everything out the door as fast as possible, I decided to set up Yoast with you. So I'll make some other videos about more advanced things and those other plugins later. But for now, let's just get set up as Yoast as your basic plugin. And luckily, Bluehost actually installs that automatically anyways. So if you see here, go to installed plugins and you have Yoast SEO. So you can look around in the settings here. Some of the biggest things that are useful about Yoast is their SEO analysis and their XML sitemap. So this is really crucial. An XML sitemap is essentially a little file that tells search engines where all of your content is. So as you get to publish more and more content, you want to get you want to have an SEO plugin because they're going to set up an XML sitemap, and then you can take that sitemap and you can submit it to search engines like Google and Bing to make sure that those search engines know when you put up new content and they know how to crawl through your site. So again, I'll make some videos about that in the future. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. So that's one reason that you want to set up an SEO plugin like Yoast. And the other, if we go to posts and add new, you can see that as you're creating your content, there's this Yoast box here that's going to tell you basically like how to do good SEO. So if we were gonna create an article called Bluehost web hosting, we would want to type that into the key phrase. You could click get related key phrases. You could change your SEO title, how it's going to show up in the search engines. But the best thing about Yoast here is just this SEO analysis. So as you start giving it more information, it will basically give you green lights and red lights to help you improve your content. So it's saying like my text length needs to be longer. You need to be at least 300 words, meta description. So that's the usefulness of Yoast, is as you're creating your content, it guides you into basically doing good SEO. So there's a lot of other features here too, but we're not going to get into all those in this video, but we just want to make sure that we have an SEO plugin installed, and Yoast is pre-installed with Bluehost. It's also like the one that most people use. So go ahead and start with Yoast. And if you find yourself getting more advanced, then you can look into other solutions, maybe like Rank Math. The last plugin that I think is absolutely essential, actually it's not absolutely essential. If you really don't want to make your website look any better or add any additional features, you just want to fill it with content, which is totally fine, then you actually don't even need this plugin. But I figured I would talk about it a little bit just so you know about it. This is a great plugin to make your website go from looking like okay, which it does now, which is totally fine and good enough to rank and good enough to get traffic and sales and everything, to looking really amazing. And you don't have to be like a coder or a designer to be able to do this if you use a plugin like the one that I'm going to show you. And again, it's free. And same thing as all these things, like there is an upgraded version, and if you happen to want to use my affiliate link that's included in this sheet or below the video, then I would really appreciate that if you end up using the premium versions of any of these services. So this one's called Elementor. And to install Elementor, again, you can just go to plugins and you can go to add new and just search for Elementor and then click install the Elementor website builder and activate. And then as we go into our posts, we can edit this post here. And now you see there's a new option here for edit with Elementor. And this basically opens up the basic WordPress into anything you want it to be. I mean, you can see here how easy it is to just drag and drop everything. If you want to add a title here, You know, looks really nice. If you want to add, say, an image there, it's a drag and drop editor. It's really amazing. Their premium service is awesome as well. It's really easy to add basically anything you want. You can see here there's titles, buttons, anything that you would need to make your website look better is here. There's advanced things. It's just incredible. So if you want to make your website go from looking okay to looking amazing without being like a coder or a designer, then you'll also want to check out Elementor. All right, so I thought I'd do a quick little bonus section here on how to add affiliate banners to your website to add a little more excitement about getting your affiliate site going and making it look a little more professional. So let's say, again, we're gonna promote Bluehost as an affiliate. You just go into your affiliate partner section, and they usually have resources like this. So let's grab this banner here. We're just gonna grab that link, and then we're gonna go into Dashboard, and we're gonna go into Appearance, Widgets, and then we've got a widget builder here, and we're gonna go on the right sidebar, we're gonna go HTML and paste it in, update. Now let's check that out. Boom, so we have our first banner that is linked up with our affiliate link. It's good to go. There's more advanced ways to do that as well. Let me grab just one more to demonstrate. If they have a top banner, that would be great. They do, right here. So I will just go ahead and find the header, and we'll do HTML and paste that in there. Update, refresh, and boom, now you've got two banners. Now all you have to do is fill out this middle with content, and you will get traffic, and you can eventually get sales and stuff. So thanks for watching this tutorial. I enjoyed setting it up. I've gone through a lot of iterations of learning about a lot of different strategies and tools and stuff to find out the ones that are the bare essentials that you need as a beginner to just get your blog up and running, so you can start testing offers, you can start putting out content, and you can start getting traffic and sales. And this is it. So it's taken me kind of years to go through, test all those different things that I think are kind of superfluous when you're getting started. And I think the most important thing when you're starting is just getting going as fast as possible, and this is the way to do it. So thanks for watching, and if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, all that, for more good content in the future. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.